Welcome back to the channel, my young and the restless soapies. Yes, I got to have a conversation with you about the upcoming spoilers for this particular storyline in regards of what is going on in Paris. And yeah, we got a lot to unpack. The young and the restless is definitely gearing up for some drama this week when it comes to the DID story of Ashley in Paris. And this is actually the spoiler for the week of June 3rd through June 7th. So you know what? Without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this. So when you think about jetting off to Paris, you think about maybe hot passion in Paris, right? Well, for our soap characters, we got perils in Paris when it comes to Ashley. Tracy's there. Also, Dr. Alan Laurent and also Audra and Tucker. And I'm telling you, it's gearing up for a whole lot of drama. So, as we start off with Monday, June 3rd, we get this suspenseful game of cat and mouse between Audra and Tucker. So, Audra has been scheming, trying to undermine Glissade and kind of steal it from up under Tucker. And Tucker is like, yeah, but no. And so he took that flight out to Paris and he called off all of the meetings that Audra set up and said, you know what, you're going to need to cancel those meetings with her. Oh, and by the way, she no longer works for the company. And at the same time is trying to get her off the board of Glissade so she could have no say-so whatsoever. Audra, yeah, she's not backing down. And I'm telling you, they get in this elevator scene. They get into a verbal sparring match. And I'm telling you, it seems like Audra is not getting it. And at the same time, Tucker is not budging. She wants to be the center of attention, the center of his world, even though she don't want a solid commitment. Go figure. And at the same time, he's like, well, what do you think I'm supposed to do? Disregard my son? Disregard my grandson? But she took it all the way back to all this got to do with Ashley. And so she is not taking second fiddle. And at the end of the day, she's wanting to use some of his weaknesses to take Glissade from him. Guess what? We are still in Monday, June 3rd episode because we got more drama on top of that in Paris. Ashley. Now she's trying to figure out and kind of backtrack everything that happened right after what happened at the bistro with Tucker. And so she couldn't figure it out. She actually got into a defensive mode. And, you know, Tracy and Dr. Alan Laurent is like, look, we just want to take you step by step to see if you can remember anything. And he also mentioned that he was never even in Paris during the time that she was there that night and that he was in Florence. And she is like, no, I know what I saw. I actually had a drink with you. I'm telling you, we were in a bar. So they decide to take her to a majority of the bars in Paris. They ended up at the bar, and what happened? She actually had a flashback of meeting him, or so she thought, in that same bar, and she had two drinks. She was almost thinking that they were trying to gaslight her, question her reality, but she knew for a fact, number one, she was in that particular bar, and she actually had two drinks with him. Now, Dr. Alan Laurent was like, well, unfortunately, I've never stepped foot in this bar ever, ever, ever. So, of course, there's a lot of confusion. However, he has a very cryptic look on his face. Even Tracy questions him about it on Monday, but we all know what this is leading up to. Simultaneously, moving into Tuesday, June 4th, Tracy and Ashley uncover a jaw-dropping secret. Now, she probably now remembers what happened that night. It obviously was something so traumatic that it created these two altars to protect her. And yeah, I'm curious to find out what that is. I hope he didn't do anything crazy to her, but it's going to be interesting to see what the reveal is. Midweek tensions are rising. Now, we do not see anything related to this storyline on Wednesday, June 5th. However, on Thursday, June 6th, it looked like Ashley might even have a standalone episode where everything in that episode is about the adventures of what happened happened in Paris. So it's one thing for her to start remembering what happened that night, and it looked like it's going to take us through a whole ride, unexpected, thrilling turn as we watch how everything unfolds. Everything on that trip quickly spirals into uncharted territory. It's going to leave Ashley and also us alike on the edge of our seats. Now, yeah, it's going to be full of surprises, which then also culminates leading us into the Friday cliffhanger on June 7th. Shocking discovery by Ashley that promises to shake up everything. And remember what we saw in that Friday preview where Dr. Alan Laurent says, yeah, by the way, I think you might have met my brother. And that guy looks identical to Alan. So obviously it is his twin brother. Now, the question is, since Dr. Laurent was in Florence and the twin brother was there in Paris that actually met with Ashley, what the heck happened between those two? Now, I'm telling you, it's got to be something very, very explosive. I mean, I'm looking forward to see how this storyline unfolds. I got to say, Eileen Davidson is actually rocking out this storyline. And it's been going on for a while now as it unfolded throughout the May sweeps. So yeah, but we're not done with Friday just yet. So remember, Tucker ran into the doppelganger twin brother in the park, and the guy didn't even recognize him one iota. Now, if you take a look at Monday's episode, he's going to think back to what happened in the park, and it kind of unsettles him. Well, talking about Friday, June 7th, it looked like they says Tucker's going to decide to take matters into his own hands. Now, we have been speaking about, if you heard us on the Friday live chat, that maybe Tucker might be put in position to be the hero, especially if this guy comes out of the woodwork and maybe he does something to his brother that can't protect Ashley, and then Tucker steps in and, yeah, be the hero of the day on this cliffhanger episode. The other things of taking matters into his own hands could also mean the situation with Glissade, as Audra, yes, she wants to take everything. She wants every piece of Glissade and away from Tucker. And the other thing is, she's going to not only use the weaknesses against him that I talked about earlier in this video, but that old story about what happened with the underage girls, she's going to try to use that as a way to actually turn and change the minds of some of those subsidiaries and their CEOs. So, yeah, Tucker got some work to do. I'm looking forward to him maybe being the hero, but you know, it could be a combination of both. So it's a lot going on in Paris this week, and we got to stay tuned. Okay, my soapies, I want you guys to get to talking. Let me know your thoughts about this particular storyline and spoilers for this week. I would love to see a standalone video to kind of break down everything, as this episode has been good, but it's also been a slow burn as well. So to see a standalone episode on Thursday to break it all down would be absolutely amazing. And then we got the situation brewing with Audra. Audra is trying to wreak havoc when it comes to Glissade, trying to destroy Tucker, all because she can't be the center of attention. And then right now, Alan is holding back the fact that he has a brother. He will bring it up later in the week. And I'm wondering what happened between these two. What happened that night when Alan Laurent was in Florence? His brother was in Paris having drinks with Ashley, and something happened so bad that it created a dissociative identity disorder with these alters trying to protect her. Let me know your thoughts as well. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on all your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, my soapies.